Welcome to another edition of the Tiger Lacrosse Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas, along with the head coach of the Tigers, Shawn Nadelen. And Coach, rough game Saturday against Delaware, a team that you had lost to in overtime last month up in Newark. What did you see as the major difference between that game and the game you played on Saturday afternoon?
Unfortunately, in this past Saturday, we were flat. Just didn't have a ton of pop in our game, and we weren't connected. Seemed like we were playing hesitant and apprehensive. Out there on the field with our stick work, our decision making, and obviously that lacks assertiveness. And it's hard to compete at the level you need to. When you do that, it's hard to obviously win. A tough game in the CAA when you're playing like that, and we couldn't put our finger on it. And we had little moments of some positive lacrosse, but just not enough to be able to stack together for the type of effort that we needed.
Shane Brennan came into the game as one of the hottest goaltenders in the country. And you look and you see, okay, you gave up 16 goals to Delaware. Shane must have played poorly, but he didn't have a chance on a lot of those goals that Delaware were scoring. I mean, they were right on the doorstep.
Yeah, there were definitely a few that, were on the crease, and then we didn't do a good job supporting on the defensive end with those to collapse on the crease when, guys are able to catch and turn backhanded and score goals on, without getting touched up. So that was definitely frustrating. Again, that, looking at the film, and the defense was obviously, part of the indecisiveness and our ability to play confident and loose, just wasn't there. We weren't playing connective, and, that's obviously something that, we obviously need to figure out. And then Shane, obviously was playing really strong previously coming into it, and we didn't help him a ton, but there's definitely some goals that I know he wanted back. He wasn't really himself either in that game, and admittedly so.
Is there also a sense that the team, when they got down to Delaware by 4 or 5 goals, that maybe people start trying to do too much? That they're you can only score 1 goal at a time, but do guys maybe get that mindset that, man, we got to do something right now, and maybe make a mistake out of trying too hard?
Didn't really sense much of that. Again, I almost would have encouraged that, try to see a guy try to give us a spark and not work out. And you don't want to have that happen a lot, because again, if you keep doing it and you don't have success, then it hurts you. I think we were given effort. We just weren't given enough, effort. We weren't, again, we didn't have enough kind of fire in our play to gain separation offensively, to stay connected defensively. And when we made a positive play, we weren't able to make another one to build on it. Even when we scored goals, or we had some nice ground ball opportunities, especially in the middle of the field. I thought Joey Chestnut did a decent job at the X, which we've been struggling there to control the ball out, where our wings had opportunities to make plays, and we didn't make those plays. We didn't get the ball off the ground, and that's how Delaware really stretched the game in the second half. Early in that third quarter, it went from 6-2 at halftime to 6-3 us scoring in that man up, and then it went quickly to 9-3 just with some poor ground ball play through the middle of the field.
All right, well, that's over. Time to move on. And this week, Drexel, a team that you guys played your first CAA game of the year against, losing 12-10 up in Philadelphia. One of the hottest teams in the country. They've won 6 straight games, and they've probably got, I don't know, maybe a unanimous freshman of the year in Shawn Nadelen. I mean, this kid's been tremendous. He had 4 goals and 3 assists against you in the first meeting. What makes him special?
He's just got a lot of tools that he works with. He's a good dodger, keeps his head up. He's a good physical presence. And he can shoot the ball. He gets his hands free. He's not afraid to pull the trigger. But by keeping his head up when he dodges, he also finds, the talent around him to distribute the ball and do a good job there. So he's feeling a lot of confidence right now and being able to play, with, a great supporting cast around him. And as you said, those guys are firing on all cylinders right now.
When you look at Drexel from a defensive standpoint, what do they try to do to you on the offensive end?
They, they played good team defense, and they got a group of D middies that really are, I think, helping them be a strong presence on their defensive end. And they got a good sized guy and early number 10, and then number 17 for them has quite a few calls turnovers. A really dangerous kind of takeaway D midi. And they do a good job getting up and out in transition and creating opportunities with their high powered attack at the other end. So defensively, again, I feel like they understand that, how to play together, but they're willing to take some calculated risks and chances to create loose ball opportunities to get up and out, from defense to offense.
For your team this week, I'm sure you don't have to tell them how important Saturday's game is, because no one wants the season to come to an end. And with a victory, you most likely will move on. With a loss, you most likely will not move on. I'm sure you don't even have to tell the players that.
No, we don't. Our guys, again, our focus is, continue to be able to play at our best and prepare that way. And, this is no different, but, being that it's our last regular season game, we don't want it to be our last game overall for 2021. And we know, to give ourselves the best opportunity, we got to come out and, play a really, really strong game against, a strong team in Drexel and earn a tough win, just to put us in, in the opportunity to try to move on. But again, we got to be ready to go from the start and play strong and consistent throughout the entire game, to obviously earn a win against Drexel.
All right, Coach, you've got 2 top 20 wins so far. Third time would be even better, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll talk to you next week. The Tigers take on Drexel this Saturday at noon at Johnny Unitas Stadium. And people can come. I'm sure that you all were happy to see fans in the stands this week and the marching band.
Yeah, it's been great having the band there the past couple of games. To really open it up this past weekend was exciting to hear more, from the crowd. Unfortunately, we couldn't give them more to be excited about. Awesome to be able to celebrate the 2020 senior class, in the Delaware game at halftime, to see those guys back in the stands and award them their much earned jersey was great. So again, it's nice to be able to open it back up and then bring people out to enjoy the game of lacrosse in Unitas Stadium. And obviously we're looking forward to this Saturday.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.